We are back here on the Lynne Hayes Freeland Show. Rashad Byrdsong is my guest. We're talking about a huge event coming to the community on August the 14th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And okay, let's just put this on the table. We know we're seeing some spikes with this Delta variant. We know some folks in our community have still hesitated about getting the vaccine. Will you have shots available for those who now want to get on board?
Well, we're going to be having a UPMC COVID clinic that's going to be dispensing information and also the vaccine. They're going to be located across from CCIC in the parking lot. So anyone that's interested, anyone that wants additional information, anyone that will come and get their vaccine, they will be available from, I think, 12 to 4. So you have plenty of time.
So you have time to come get the shot. You can get some of your questions answered.
Yes.
And it sounds like the whole day in its own way is designed to answer questions, share information, and bring the community together.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of information there. Matter of fact, Pitt going to bring all their folks out. They have a lot of, like black nurses that are going to be there. A lot of the different things that Pitt do, they're going to be out. UPMC, people's going to be out. You're going to have community folks, so social services that provide information. You can have vendors, merchandise vendors, food vendors, and that's also anyone. We still got some room for vendors. They can come out, and it's also it's an entrepreneurship piece. It's the health piece. It's the gathering of children piece, and also we're going to be working with the senior citizens. A lot of them that can't come out, we're going to be going to them and working with them, give them information. Matter of fact, we're going to have a cookout in one of the senior citizens, teaching senior citizens how to cook healthy. So we're going to be doing that with the senior citizens also.
So you said earlier that I could relax because you had a strategy. When you come out of this health and wellness day, what's the thought? What's the idea?
This is not going to just be a health fair. We did hundreds of hours of research talking about the problems of health-related issues in our community. So I told all the folks from Highmark, Allegheny Health Network, UPMC, that this is about looking at areas within their system that's barriers to getting health to our community. So when we talk about health inequalities, we don't want to just talk about it. What does that mean? Where's the problem at? When we talk about public health in our community, what does that mean? So concretely, we want to have those type of discussions with these folks that talk about equity and talk about, fairness and all these slogans that we've been putting out in the broader community. We want to see a concrete application where we can connect our community to the healthcare systems.
So I'm thinking this is a perfect example of what you're talking about. I had a brother say to me not too terribly long ago, I want to get the vaccine, but I don't have health insurance. Yeah. If I have a reaction to the vaccine, I got nowhere to go. So I'm not messing with it. But those are the kinds of dilemmas that we face that nobody's talking about.
Exactly. And we have a lot of children then in our community that's not covered, insurance. So that is a good example. And those are things that we're going to have to try to resolve. If someone don't have insurance, how can they still receive quality health care? How can they get a doctor? How can they get a specialist? What system can we put them in? And then we got to try to get a lot of these here corporations to talk to one another. We talking about Highmark, we talking UPMC, we talking about Allegheny Health Network. This don't have to be no competition behind these guys. Mm-hmm. We're saying that we don't have time to be waiting for these corporations, these entities to resolve whatever issues and problems they got for us to get the type of quality healthcare we need in the Black community. So that's going to be part of the discussion also.
The last thing before, and I want to just at the very end just go over the time, the place, and all of that. But the other thing that leaps out at me is a lot of times we have stuff, whether it's emotional health, physical health, mental health, whatever kind of health, but we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to tell anybody. How's it going? Oh, I'm hanging, but we don't want to say, look, I'm struggling. I need some help.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Lynn, this is where the gathering, the relationships, the fellowshipping, all of our events, Lynn, have had that as a placemat from our Black Family Reunion, Kwanzaa, bringing families together that can talk to one another. We have an initiative where we're going to be talking about healing, and that's another way of bringing people together. So you know how Black folks, they got to trust you. People
Right.
from the outside can't come in our community and work with our people. So that's another conversation. Y'all gonna have to identify people within our organizations, individuals within our community that can build these type of relationships in our community. So we have to have that conversation also. So, and then also real quick though, Lynn, there have to be some accountability, like we said. There got to be some lifestyle changes. You can't be eating all that pork. No defense against people eating pork,
No,
but
but you're right. You're right.
you can't be eating certain foods. The diet is real important because we know that a diet is reason for a lot of diseases. Lifestyle, you can't be in a bar all day drinking and acting up. So there's gonna have to be some lifestyle changes, and also with the children. We got to teach our children how to eat right. We got to look at those issues around, the food deserts in our
Because
community.
they watch what we do. Okay, the date again is August the 14th,
Yes, August the 14th, from 8 to 8.
8
Uh,
to 8.
That's 8 to 8 in Homewood, outside of CEA, and also the Y at Alma Illery.
All you got to do is come to Homewood. You're going to find everything else.
It's gonna
You're
be
going to
going
find
on all
everything
over.
else.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you and everything that you do. You have lifted this community up for years. And I just want to say thank you for everything you do.
Thank you for having me, Lynn.
Absolutely. It's August 14th. I'll remind you about that at the end of the show. In the meantime, we'll take a break and we're going to come back and salute our Black educators. So don't go away.